comes to picking a wedding venue, what should people be taking into consideration?
So many things, when it comes to the wedding venue and when it comes to your wedding, it's so important to actually make sure, number one, that your wedding venue is your first chosen supplier, because that sets the precedence of so many other things. It secures your date, which then you can use to go and book your photographer or your wedding planner or your cake or your flowers and decor or whatever. If your venue is unable to accommodate you in the sense of what you want for your wedding, because everyone wants different stuff.
Yeah.
So someone wants a wedding of 20 people, an intimate wedding, but they are in love with a wedding venue, for example, and they go there to view it and they love it, and then right at the end, the person that took you through says, oh, but we have a minimum of 120 guests. Your 20 wedding is not going to happen. So do your research before you go to the venues. Send an email, get some information, check what the pricing is like. I did a venue this week where I was quite surprised as to how expensive the venue hire for this specific venue is. I'm not going to name any names, but they are clearly catering to people with pounds.
Yeah.
So as a South African, paying like 200k plus just for venue
For
hire
a venue?
is for me a bit hectic,
Yeah.
So that's for the overseas clientele, but for brides and grooms, look what you want. What personality are you? Do you want a seaside wedding? Do you want a wedding on a wine farm? Do you want a venue that specifically caters for weddings? And that's very important that people need to remember as well, is when it comes to booking a restaurant that can accommodate your wedding, it's different to booking a wedding venue that is specifically only does weddings. They know what they're doing. They've got everything that you need. The tables, the glasses, the crockery, they do draping, they do fairy lights, they do everything that you need from your venue, instead of booking somewhere else and you have to source everything in. So it's going to push your budget up. Garden weddings as well. I must warn everyone against garden weddings. Everyone that thinks it's more cost effective to do a garden wedding. It looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are some of the most expensive weddings.
Why?
Marquees, the logistics about getting bathrooms, the logistics about getting bars, dance floors, your DJs, the power, a backup generator, all of those things you've got to factor in if you want to do a garden wedding. Whereas at a wedding venue, everything is there.
Geez, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be the same with a restaurant wedding. I know that was quite trendy last year.
Yes.
Are they still...
Restaurant weddings are very trendy, specifically in Cape Town at the moment. You've got a couple of beautiful venues that I've visited over the past couple of days that are just absolutely immaculate. The views are stunning.
Yeah.
For people, the emphasis on a venue and choosing a venue is the food. If the food is good, that's what they want. They're not really bothered about where it is or what the view is like. They want good food at their wedding. They want impressive food. So that's why people book restaurants.